Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a developing story that has captured international attention once again. The interception of another aid flotilla attempting to reach the Gaza Strip. Let's unpack the events as they've been reported. Early this morning, reports emerged that the Israeli Navy had intercepted a vessel, part of a flotilla, aiming to deliver humanitarian aid directly to Gaza. According to statements from the Israeli Defense Forces, the interception occurred in international waters off the coast of Gaza. The military stated that its personnel communicated with the ship's crew, informing them that they were approaching a maritime area under a naval blockade. The IDF reported that they offered the flotilla the option to redirect to the port of Ash. From there, any humanitarian aid on board would be inspected and then transferred to Gaza through established land crossings, a standard procedure Israel has maintained for years. According to Israeli officials, this protocol is in place to prevent the smuggling of weapons and other materials that could be used for hostile purposes. After the crew of the vessel reportedly declined this offer, Israeli naval forces boarded the ship. The IDF has characterized the takeover as peaceful and without any major incidents, stating that the vessel is now being escorted to the port of Ashdod. On the other side, the organizers of the flotilla have presented a different narrative. In press releases and social media updates, they describe their mission as purely humanitarian, aimed at highlighting the ongoing challenges faced by the residents of Gaza. They argue that the naval blockade constitutes a form of collective punishment and that direct sea access is essential for the region's recovery and economic independence. Activists on board the vessels have been posting updates, claiming their goal is to peacefully challenge the blockade and deliver supplies like medical equipment and educational materials directly to the people. They contend that the land crossings are often slow and subject to restrictions that limit the type and quantity of goods allowed into the territory. This incident is not happening in a vacuum. It brings back memories of previous flotilla attempts, most notably the 2010 Mavi Marmara incident, which had a very different and tragic outcome. That event led to a significant diplomatic fallout and years of strained relations between Israel and Turkey. Since then, several other, smaller flotillas have made similar attempts, with most being intercepted without major conflict. Each time, these events reignite a fierce international debate. Proponents of the flotillas see them as vital acts of civil disobedience and solidarity, while critics, including the Israeli government, view them as political provocations that risk escalation and ignore established aid channels. The international community's reaction is just beginning to take shape. We can expect various governments and human rights organizations to issue statements in the coming hours and days. Typically, these situations lead to calls for restraint from all sides. Some nations will likely condemn the interception as a violation of the freedom of navigation in international waters, while others will support Israel's right to enforce its security blockade. The United Nations often steps in to call for an investigation and to reiterate the need for a sustainable solution for Gaza that addresses both humanitarian needs and security concerns. So, what happens now? The activists and crew members on board the intercepted vessel will likely be processed by Israeli authorities. In past cases, foreign nationals have been detained and then deported. The aid cargo will undergo a security inspection. If it is deemed purely humanitarian, Israeli authorities state it will be transferred into Gaza via the land crossings. However, the core debate will continue long after this specific ship has been dealt with. It raises fundamental questions about the effectiveness and legality of the naval blockade, the responsibilities of the international community, and the ongoing search for a lasting peace in the region. This is a complex issue with deeply held beliefs on all sides. It involves international law, humanitarian principles, and long-standing geopolitical conflicts. As we continue to follow this story, more details will surely emerge from all parties involved. We will keep you updated as the situation evolves. Thank you for joining me for this breakdown. It's crucial to stay informed about these global events from multiple perspectives. If you found this analysis helpful, Please consider liking this video and subscribing to our channel for more in-depth reports. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss our future updates. We appreciate you being part of our community. See you next time.